One of the legends of the game of chess is Grandmaster Viktor Korchnoi. Most of you have heard the names Kasparov, Karpov, Fischer, Anand, Carlsen, Morphy, Alec, and all these guys. But a lot of people have not heard of the name Grandmaster Korchnoi, and wrongfully so. Grandmaster Viktor Korchnoi was a character unlike any other. He was born in 1931. Back in the days of the Soviet Union, he was famous for going up against the mighty Soviet Union machine. He defected from the Soviet Union and he, on his own, stood tall against the mighty Grandmaster Anatoly Karpov and his entire team of helpers from the Soviet Union. While Korchnoi did not succeed in becoming the world chess champion, he was fearsome number two in the world, and he fought with Grandmaster Karpov in many duels in the World Chess Championship match. Korchnoi was known for his fighting spirit, for being fierce, and he is famous for playing chess even when he was in almost in a wheelchair and a grandfather. In this game, Grandmaster Korchnoi is nearing 80 years of age, and he's up against a Bosnian Grandmaster, Borky Predovic, and Grandmaster Korchnoi dishes out a handful of a knuckle fist sandwich to Grandmaster Predovic. So Grandmaster Korchnoi, let's see how he plays, is with the black pieces. The guy is almost 80 years old. Bear in mind, he's playing in a serious high pressure tournament in the game of chess, which is not an easy game, and the guy is almost 80 years old. What is your grandfather doing? Your grandfather is probably sleeping, reading the newspapers every day. But Grandmaster Korchnoi, even when he was a grandfather, he's in the heat of battle. He remembers his days in the war and he still has that thirst for some blood. So let's see what's going on here. So first of all, material is equal. Both sides have same number of pawns and pieces. However, the white king here is sort of under some pressure. Black has his two bishops that are pointing towards the king side. Right now, white is attacking this pawn. And here, Grandmaster Korchnoi makes an interesting decision. He plays bishop captures d4. First of all, white cannot take with the pawn due to rook captures c2. And black has just won the queen. And if he captures with the bishop, Grandmaster Korchnoi played pawn to e3. Well, what is he doing? Giving up a pawn for free? We will come back to that. However, he actually should have played pawn to e3 is correct. And the idea of that is to open up the diagonal towards the white king. And when both sides have opposite colored bishops, for example, white has the dark squared bishop, black has the light squared bishop, people usually think, oh, it's boring, draw, it's drawish, peaceful game. However, when queens are on the board, the light squared bishop will dominate all the light squares. And white's dark squared bishop is helpless to defend. So basically, black has an extra piece on the light squares. The opposite colored bishops help decide who's attacking. That's chess master rule 562. The opposite colored bishops help decide who's attacking. Korchnoi played bishop to b7. However, more accurate was pawn to h3, with the idea that if he took the pawn, bishop to b7 would have been played and the white king is stranded. Korchnoi played bishop to b7. Grandmaster Predovic feeling the heat of battle. Grandmaster Predovic, he doesn't know what to do. He moves his king across. And pawn to a3, played by Grandmaster Korchnoi. You will see the idea of this soon. Is he just giving up a pawn? Let's see. Grandmaster Predovic, he takes the pawn. He says, what's going on here? Did Granddad just blunder up pawn? Did Granddad have a brain fart? He just gave up pawn. But Grandmaster Korchnoi, the seasoned war veteran, he's seeing the PTSD. He's remembering his days when he was in the war, when he was playing Grandmaster Karpov, when the whole Soviet Union was against him, when they kidnapped his wife. Before he was going to play the World Chess Champion match, they kidnapped his wife basically, and Grandmaster Korchnoi, he brings his queen and he's sensing, he's remembering his days. The queen and the bishop are eyeing towards the white king. Things are not looking good at all. Rook to g1 played. Grandmaster Predovic, he's defending the threat of the queen entering. Grandmaster Korchnoi, he calmly, he coolly takes a pawn on a3. Pawn to e6, Grandmaster Predovic. He's not letting Grandad get him today. He has some fight in him. He cannot believe that this old guy is still putting up this resistance. Grandmaster Korchnoi, cool as ice. He simply moves his queen one square to the left, threatening to take on d4, making use of the pin of the rook on c8. E captures f7. Korchnoi comes up with the king, and g captures h4. Grandmaster Predovic, he thinks, okay, now he's attacking g7. His bishop is active. He's getting some counterplay. What would you do here with black? You can pause the video and think. Grandmaster Korchnoi simply rook to a2, winning the queen. After, white took simply king to f8, and Grandmaster Predovic lost his queen. He moved the rook, and Grandmaster Korchnoi simply returned, and in a couple of moves, the game was won. Now, Grandmaster Korchnoi is really a very underrated player. I made a course on Chessable about Grandmaster Korchnoi covering his career, and if you like the games of Grandmaster Korchnoi, you can check out that course. The link is in the description. And we will learn a lot from Grandmaster Korchnoi. Imagine this, the guy is almost 80 and he's fighting, he's ready, he's battling. I mean, I know that when I'm 80 years old, I will not be playing chess.